This is Riding Hungry, brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Jeff Foxworthy.
I hope you got money. I'm not bringing my wallet. So.
Sound like my son-in-law now,
You're
right?
in good shape, buddy. Good to see you.
You too. How you been?
You like the car?
Love the car. This is sweet.
A lot of space, right?
Lot
For
of
puppies
space.
and grandkids and all
I got
that.
a new puppy, got a grandkid.
So everybody says the best gig ever is being a grandfather. Right?
My best friend said yesterday, it's God doing something nice for you for all the bad crap that happens when you get old. So
Right. It's your kids basically giving you a little gift.
we had at my side 13 girls in a row. So
What does that mean? Your side 13 girls. So you
well,
have three
like
kids.
my brother, my sister, so
Everybody had girls.
Everybody had girls. So this is the first boy in 57 years.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
And
my sister, my cousin has 3 girls. It's
So
like
it was like literally 20 girls and the two of you.
it's the estrogen ocean. That's all it is naked Barbies, just everywhere.
So not a lot of fist bumps about did you
God,
see
no.
that?
Yeah, I got a farm. I go down there and get on the tractor. Nobody wants to go. I'm doing all the work. This is my daughter's. So they would have no interest in football until it was like the national championship game. And then my oldest daughter would decide in the third quarter she wanted to learn about football.
Right.
So what is a first down? It's like, shut up, it's the national championship.
I always. All right, so tell me about Avelino's, where we're going.
A buddy of mine, Brian Toven,
Yep.
whose place is right here if you need physical therapy.
Yeah.
But he said, great little neighborhood Italian place, little pizza place down here. So I went, it's literally at the end of my street.
Literally in a neighborhood, though.
It's
like
in a
nothing
neighborhood.
Anywhere. House, restaurant.
Avellino.
I've never seen anything like this.
And the cool thing is people are like walking their dogs and going and
Yes.
eating there. Sitting on the patio.
That's what you miss probably a little bit on the road. Is
I
that,
do.
So you grow up, you don't come from an affluent, you're in Hapeville, right?
I'm in Hapeville,
So-
right down by the airport.
Was food a big deal growing up?
We had the first Chick-fil-A on the planet was in Hapeville. And for
The original Chick-fil-A.
the original,
The only
for
one.
my childhood, the only one. Truett Cathy, there's still one of my heroes in life. Whenever he saw you, he'd reach in his pocket and he'd hand you a thing for a free Chick-fil-A. It's a great story. So I'm hosting Truett's 90th birthday party.
Uh-huh.
He goes, I really appreciate you doing that. He reaches in his pocket. And I was like, Mr. Cathy, I can buy one now. It's, back when I was
But he
a
gives you
kid.
one.
Yeah.
Was anybody cooking in your house?
Well, my mom was a horrible cook.
Horrible
Great
cook.
mom.
Right.
I never saw an onion, a mushroom. And my mom
Right.
just very bland.
Right.
Go to church 5 times a week, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't cuss. My dad drinks, smokes, cusses, is married 6 times, and has 1,000 girlfriends in between. So when my dad's like 50, he says to me one day, I'm taking a cooking class. I said, I've never seen you make a sandwich. What the hell? You're taking a cooking class. You know what he said? Got to be a lot of women in a cooking class. I mean, he just
Like he
loved
needed
women.
help.
Yeah.
He just loved it.
Couldn't wash a dish, but he was
But
fabulous.
target-rich environment.
Yeah,
the food.
target-rich environment, yeah. And my wife's from New Orleans.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Everything
it's
in that
embedded.
city is about eating.
It's about family and recipes and gumbos and jambalaya and community, family, connecting.
But like you're saying, whether it was boudin or gumbo,
As soon as you walk in the door, they slap a boudin on the thing.
Yeah.
Like, so-and-so's making gumbo, so-and-so's like they don't need holidays in Louisiana to decide to everybody get together. We go to town there, it's like, oh yeah, we'll come by. 45 cousins, right?
yes,
Just like,
always.
And like
from
clockwork.
Lafayette, you can't understand half
oh yeah,
of them.
that's the thing. How about bringing a Jew from Boston home? You want to talk about, dude? And they're looking for the horns. It's like, Kimberly's been doing what?
They're like, hey, Mr. Jeff, you think it'd be all right? We'll go there to the other side there and jump out there and you think it'd be all right? We'll do that, huh? And I'm like, what? Yeah, okay.
Right.
My wife's like, did you tell the kids they could jump off the roof? I'm like, hell, I might have. I don't know what they're saying.
We're not exactly sure. Your first gig was at the Punchline?
Punchline. I was working at
When you win
IBM.
the-
I was working at IBM.
Yeah.
I was the funny guy at work. I was the guy in the break room doing impersonations of the boss. They entered me, not an amateur night, but a contest for comics called the Great Southeastern Laugh-Off. My first night on stage, I won the competition. The first night I ever did it. And my wife, who was acting, was there rooting for another comic that she had just filmed a thing with. So I meet my wife.
Wow, and build your career.
And my career within 5 minutes.
So
my mother's first question when I quit IBM was, are you on the dope? Whatever the dope is.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I just have a passion for. I think I can do this. 5 years later, I'm on Johnny Carson.
Right. I remember
The same mother says to me, you know, you wasted all those years at IBM.
Wasn't a fast enough track for her?
Yeah,
Wasn't a fast enough track?
I'm like, yeah, so now I wasted those years. Remember Richard Belzer? Richard Belzer,
course.
one night I'm at Catch a Rising Star in Manhattan, and I just started doing the redneck things. And she goes, that redneck stuff is stupid. Don't do that. It's not going to work.
If you go to the family reunion to meet women, you might be a redneck. I think we offended somebody out here.
So then I run into Bells 10 years later after we've sold, 20 million books, and he goes, hey, did you take my advice on that redneck stuff?
Did he remember it?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, you like this car, right?
Love this car, but you're lost, aren't you? You're not admitting it. You're doing the dad thing.
No.
You're doing the dad thing. You're lost.
I'm calling our friend here.
Calls may be recorded and monitored for quality purposes. I'm sorry, can you please repeat that for me?
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good, how about you?
Awesome. So what town are you in?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, Atlanta without trees.
Yeah. If I asked you who's the funniest person you could think of that you watched, is there anybody that jumps out at you?
Yes, I'll say Jeff Foxworthy.
There we go.
There we
over Dave Chappelle, over
Eddie Murphy,
over Ed Leno.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff
So
Foxworthy.
who's number?
She's my favorite person.
Destination assistant.
She's my
ever.
favorite. Yeah.
Because he's in the car with me right now. We're going to get pizza.
But he's lost. He won't admit it.
If I say to you, Jeff Foxworthy, what do you think of?
Come on.
You think he's a good-looking fella?
Come on.
He is.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
He is a good-looking. So
Yes.
right now he needs help finding a pizza place.
Because I'm hungry and he's
Yeah.
lost and
So-
he won't admit it.
You're gonna tell us how to get to Avellino's, right?
Yes, I am. One moment, please. My location.
It's great to talk to you in Dallas.
I swear to think it's not that way. It's that way. Oh, baby.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's come to daddy.
Hold on.
See, this is my girls. If we go to a good restaurant, it's when they put the food down, they always have to.
know, it's
My
a
daughter
must.
says the camera eats first. I mean, she. I said, dude, when I was growing up, if you ate a delicious waffle, people just had to take your word for it. There was no Instagram or.
Right. So here's what's great about Avellino's is the pizza's the perfect size, right?
Which you can do on a hungry night. You can do this.
Right. This is
Yeah.
not.
No.
This is not
doable.
obscene. So it's the perfect size.
Great little thin crust. I mean, but they got great pastas.
Yep.
They got Parmesan, chicken Parmesan's really good here.
What's the
Good
best
stuff.
entrees?
He'll tell you chicken parm. He'll
Chicken
tell you
parm.
chicken parm.
What's the farthest place from Atlanta you've ever ordered pizza?
Nairobi, Kenya. I was looking at like baked zebra or something, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like, do you have a pizza? Pizza, yes.
All right. So this is what you were talking about.
Yes. The garlic cheese bread steak, little known fact, you put that on top of your head, your tongue will beat your brains out trying to get to it. My cardiologist recommends this.
Right.
Yeah. Look how pretty this is, though.
Wow. Perfect.
Perfect.
On behalf of Atlanta Eats and Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Jeff Foxworthy, thanks for riding hungry.
Dude, that was worth it. That was fun.
You know it.